Anyway, interruption via f***ing cat fight. The fact that it's been sitting on my Kindle for like 87 years, I was like, nah. And it was just like doing nothing for me whatsoever. Well, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Joshana here to talk about some friggin' books. And I'm comfy cozy right now. The shirt I'm wearing is very much a crop top that I don't feel totally comfortable wearing. So we're going like this. I wanted sleeveless because, you know, it's Phoenix. It's hot. Going to show you a couple of recent hauls, not very many, and also a couple of unhauls, also not very many. So we're combining. And my library hauls are now going to be in those separate like vlog style videos. So I do have a couple of library books as well, but you'll see those later. And I will cover digital hauls and unhauls in this as well. A couple of unhauls that I already unhauled and no longer have. First one is the Sarina's Legacy by Jennifer Lamb. This was a historical fiction that I picked up randomly, I want to say like from Target a year or so ago. Maybe, I don't know, I don't remember where I got it. And I picked it up and I didn't even count it as a DNF because I counted it kind of as like a try chapter because I don't even know if I got through the first chapter. And it was just like doing nothing for me whatsoever. So I stopped and decided to get rid of it. Also, I did mention in a video that's probably up already, but Rules of Civility by, I don't know, is it Amor Towles? That author, at any rate. I did read this one and it was like a mixed bag for me. Page turner, read it very fast, but okay, catfight is not necessary. Can we stop? Anyway, interruption via fucking catfight. Yeah, I didn't love it enough to ever see myself rereading it. I had picked it up from one of the local used bookstores a while back. After reading The Gentleman in Moscow, or A Gentleman in Moscow, which I also felt I did that one on audio, which wasn't the best idea, so that's why I was like, all right, I'll get a physical copy of this other one that seems more up my alley. The setting and everything, Manhattan, 1920s, 1930s, socialites, drama, whatever. And yeah, it didn't do that much for me. So it has gone adios as well. Oh, also, I'm sitting here in this like, just out of laziness, basically. I wanted to sit in the comfy chair and it was in this position. So that's what we're going with today. I don't want to sit on the stool today for some reason. Okay, the next couple are some romances. First one being Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I was thinking I would maybe continue with this series because it was entertaining. I was entertained by this just like toxic hot mess express. But I learned some stuff about the author and saw some of how she interacts with people online and just stuff like that. And it's just like mostly kind of petty, personal, just bad taste in my mouth that I got. And so I'm like, I didn't care enough. I didn't like love the story enough or the characters and what they were doing enough that I'm like, oh man, I really wanted to continue. It was kind of like, yeah, I'll continue. Like, why not? Kind of thing. And now I'm not going to continue. And it's one that like, it was fun and entertaining. And sometimes you just want that. But I don't think that this is one that I would want to come back to for that. You know what I mean? It's one of these things where I'm like, I saw how it played out and I'm good, you know? So I'm going to unhaul this. I only had this for like 2 seconds, swear to God. And then 2 other books that I'm unhauling, one of which I didn't think I was going to unhaul, but the more I think about it, I'm just like, yeah, similar reasons, yours truly, and just for the summer. I'm editing, or I just finished editing my recent wrap-up where I talked about this book, and it was a rant. I didn't hate this book. I liked it a fair amount, actually. For the romance. I liked the romance a fair amount. Because it's Abby Jimenez, it's contemporary romance. Like, she does romantic chemistry and banter so well. It's just like the cutest shit. But man, these characters drove me up a fucking wall. And there was just, okay, girl, this cat is dragging her toy around to come play in here. And I'm going to just let her. So apologies for the bell ringing in the background. Anyway, yeah, this one definitely, when I finished it, I just was like, I didn't hate it. I liked it, but I don't see myself wanting to reread this. And I thought Yours Truly was one that I would want to reread because the character relationship is just, it's adorable. Oh my God, I loved it so much. And I did feel more positively about this one overall compared to the other two books in the series, Part of Your World, that I don't have, and Just for the Summer. But they still annoyed me a fair amount as well. And so it's just one of those things where I don't want to reread an entire book just for the little tidbits that I like, you know? When the other parts are very, very frustrating for me personally. So, like, yeah, I don't think I will actually ever reread this. So, trade it in to a new home, hopefully. Someone will get it and just fall in love with it. And now for the digital hauls and a couple of unhauls, actually. So, the couple of unhauls, these were ebooks I've had for freaking 12 years, I swear to God. I believe they were Amazon like first reads options that I picked, or maybe one day from like a Stuff Your Kindle years ago. I always miss those and forget about them. And also this happens where I'm just like, yeah, that sounds good. I'm like grabbing everything and then never feeling like reading it. So I unhauled Agent of Enchantment, Dark Fae FBI Book 1 by C.N. Crawford and Alex Rivers. Just upon rereading the synopsis, the fact that it's been sitting on my Kindle for like 87 years, I was like, nah. Same with Relative Fortunes by Marlo Ben, and then also Underlying by Janelle Harris. All three of those I said goodbye to. Get them off my Kindle. But then I did actually recently, I tend to skip even picking an Amazon first reads. I get the email and I'll go look, and sometimes there's books that I'm like, maybe, but again, I don't want to be in this situation where I'm just constantly adding things willy-nilly without really caring. But this one did sound good. So I didn't pay for this. I got it for free through Amazon Prime or whatever. The Golden Age of Magic by Luann G. Smith. And I don't even remember what it's about. So hold please. Oh, she's got a bunch of books. The Vine Witch? I feel like I've seen that before. This is the start of a new series, though. It's historical fantasy. And yeah, the synopsis on Storygraph says, it's 1927, the movie-making business is booming when Celeste befriends a young studio seamstress whose dreams outshine everyone else's. Rose is talented and underappreciated and could use some enchanted intervention in her life. Plans proceed swimmingly, and Celeste even catches the eye of a handsome producer. But after a series of unexplained accidents on the studio lot stir up rumors of a curse, Celeste fears the trouble is more personal. The spiteful meddling of a fellow guardian out to thwart Celeste's success. Celeste is about to become one of the 13 Faes Guardians, a centuries-old sisterhood of fairy godmothers. To be granted full status, she must usher her protege onto their path of destiny. Where better to find a starry-eyed ward than in the land of magic and illusion called Hollywood? And that's all I need to know. Sounds fun. Fairy godmother, 1927, Hollywood, old Hollywood. I don't know, sounded fun. And then I also got an ebook copy purchased of Remnants of Dawn by Elliot Brooks, book 2 of her series, and I actually read it already, and that's all I'll say. But yeah, it's adult, epic, fantasy, lots of political intrigue, political machinations going on, lots of magic, cool magic. And then I also got a couple of audiobooks. I used my last 2 Audible credits. I ended up canceling Audible. I just don't listen to audiobooks enough. I had my plan set for the every other month anyway, but I just don't listen to audiobooks that much, and I recently realized that I can listen to most audiobooks that I have on Audible via Spotify Premium. my Spotify premium membership. There is a limit to how many hours in a month you can listen to with Spotify audiobooks. But again, I don't listen to that many. And usually when I do, if it's like a fantasy book, like a longer book that would be 15-hour plus audio, I'm not usually listening to the whole thing on audio. Sorry, I got something in my eye. I'm usually kind of going back and forth with either the physical and the ebook, physical or the ebook, and then also listening to audio like when I'm on the treadmill or whatever the hell. So I was like, yeah, I don't need Audible, I don't think. So anyways, the last two that I got, I did get Remnants of Dawn by Elliot Brooks. The audio book came out for that. So I grabbed that, as well as The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. I recently read Buffalo Hunter and really liked it. So definitely, I already wanted to check out Stephen Graham Jones at some point, but it has freshly motivated me. Okay, so then onto the physical books that I recently hauled. Funnily enough, Magnolia Parks technically would be on here. I haven't talked about it yet, but I bought it, read it, and have decided to unhaul it all before I could even tell you guys that I got it. But yeah, I purchased it from a local bookstore, a bookstore I didn't know existed, and I just found it recently. So fun times. And then I did show this book also in the mid-year like freak out tag or whatever video where it was like show a beautiful book. I got from Changing Hands this Great Gatsby edition. It is annotated and it actually has an introduction by Amor Towles. It's the 100th anniversary deluxe edition, and the cover has this nice crisp little collar, and then the back it's all dirty and disheveled. Nice little gold spine there. And I think the naked hardcover is just, yeah, this nice kind of fabric-y feel. Nothing crazy, but yeah, it has all kinds of cool added pieces of info here, annotated things, just with just different info. So all my other copies of Great Gatsby that I get, look at this, bootleggers being arrested after crashing their car during a police chase. Sheet music cover for the sensational dance hit 3 o'clock in the morning, talking about the lyrics and stuff, because I think they're at a party where that song is playing. Yeah, all my other editions though, I'm always, and same with Wuthering Heights, I'm like, I'm never gonna actually read these like physically. They're just kind of for looks and to have. But this one I do want to read physically because I want to see the annotations. So love that. I got that, like I said, from Changing Hands with some store credit. And then I got this from Changing Hands also, a physical copy of I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Harpman. There are several different covers for this. This is, I think, the reprint from, what, 2022? Or am I horribly? Yeah, 2022. I think that's when it was like reprinted or something, like picked up and reprinted. But yeah, I just wanted a copy because it stuck with me, and it's definitely something that I will want to reread and annotate at some point in the future. And then I got book 1 and book 3 because I had book 1 already, but I had the paperback of T.J. Young and the Orishas by Antoine Bondelay. And I love it. It's like the buttery cover, and it's the naked cover. And then I have book 2 in hardcover. It's shiny, so I don't know what happened there, why that is. That must have just changed, like, the printing or whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyways, I got book 1, and then book 3, which this is beautiful. I mean, it has pink all over on the back, which you know I love. So yeah, the back of it, I'm just like enthralled with this. But once again, it is this nice buttery naked hardcover. And this one is called The Hero's Equinox. And what's book 2 called? I can't remember. And I can't see it. But I am actually reading this on ebook right now, as a matter of fact. And that is all. There we have it. Have you gotten any fun books lately, or have you done any decluttering to unhaul some books from your shelves? I love like decluttering, and I love unhauling books. but I also love getting new books. That is all for now. As always, thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.